I want to now go to a member of Congress who will be in a meeting with Vivek Ramaswamy and Elon Musk and the House Speaker today. Joining me now, you see there, is the chair of the powerful House Ways and Means Tax Writing Committee, Missouri Congressman Jason Smith. Mr. Chairman, thank you so much for being here. I want to start on that meeting that you intend to have today. We've heard from Elon Musk and Vivek Ramaswamy. They've made a lot of promises, a lot of them vague, on how they want to cut spending. I know you're on the tax writing side, but you have a very big say in sort of the economics of the whole picture. Do you have any red lines?
You know, I think it's really important to have this dialogue and these conversations. I'm excited about meeting with Elon and Vivek to see what direction they're wanting to go. We truly believe that there's numerous areas that we can make government more efficient, especially in my will of jurisdiction, the IRS. I think that it would be a great service to the American people if we figure out ways to make it much more efficient when people are paying their taxes, filing their taxes. And so it'll be interesting to hear the different areas they're looking at. Of course, cutting spending, reducing the size of government, but efficiency, I think, is extremely important.
So when you say the IRS, are you talking about making it more efficient to better recoup the taxes that Americans owe, or are you talking about cutting IRS jobs and spending?
I think both. I think you need to look at what can be the most efficient with as small as government as it can be. But it needs to make sure that it provides the necessary services to the taxpayer so that they're not waiting in line so long to file their taxes, so that they can file their taxes more efficiently and easier. It's just a very troubling process at times in filing your taxes. And also whenever you're going through an audit, those audits sometimes can take years, and that shouldn't be the case. Let's get the job done.
And entitlements, as you well know, Medicare, Social Security, they make up a huge part of the federal budget. And Vivek Ramaswamy suggested that that's not off the table to make cuts there. It was a promise by Donald Trump during the campaign that he wouldn't touch it. What do you think?
So President Trump has been very specific. He wants to protect and preserve Social Security and Medicare. There's other areas of mandatory spending that do not affect Social Security and Medicare that we can look at and we can streamline, we can cut. But you can absolutely make very large cuts without ever touching Social Security and Medicare.
Oh, wow. Okay, so I want to turn to what you're really focused on, and that is the fact that there is a very almost evenly divided House. It's the most narrowly divided House since the Great Depression. We have 220 Republicans, 215 Democrats. That might even narrow even more with upcoming GOP vacancies. What your focus that I was referring to is on what is known as reconciliation to get Trump's economic package through. It's usually most helpful to do it this way, just for our viewers. I know you know this, in the U.S. Senate, because it only needs a simple majority to pass there. But given how hard it could be to pass anything where you are in the House, are you going to tailor the priorities you'll put in there in a way that will also get some Democratic votes?
You know, a big aspect of being able to pass this economic package is to look how we have to thread the needle, because it's not going to be easy. As you pointed out, I look at the vote margin probably be 217 to 215 by the time that we are able to vote on this economic package. And so we're going to need all the help that we possibly can. It's going to be more difficult, without a doubt, to pass this economic package out of the House than it will be the United States Senate. The United States Senate has a much larger majority than what we do in the House of Representatives. But it's so important for the American people that we do not allow the child tax credit get slashed in half from $2,000 to $1,000. The guaranteed deduction, which 91% of Americans use to file their taxes, that gets slashed in half too if Congress does nothing. So failure is not an option, I promise you.
And just real quick before I let you go, I don't want to get too far in the weeds, but this is really important. The new Senate Republican Majority Leader John Thune said that he wants to deal with the incoming president's economic plans like border security and other issues first, and then deal with tax cuts later. You're the guy where it starts. Is that what you're going to do?
I think that's the wrong strategy, and I've been advocating for the opposite. I believe that the first reconciliation bill needs to be a comprehensive reconciliation bill that addresses the expiring tax provisions. It also addresses energy, the border, immigration, and also some spending cuts. I think that that's what is necessary in order to get the necessary votes to thread the needle to move it over to the United States Senate.
Mr. Chairman, thank you so much for coming on today. I really appreciate it.
It's great to be with you.